Right then, hello Peter. Now then, let's see if we can get your Xenial puppy behaving itself. I'm going to show you two things here. One, how to set that SDA4 swap partition correct, and two, we're going to move the contents of your Xenial folder across from SDA2 to SDA3. So, don't worry that my setup doesn't look like yours. I've set up some approximations which will give you an idea of the process. I'm not going to make it look exactly like yours. To do that, I would have to reformat my entire hard drive, and I'm not going to do that for anybody. So you'll have to imagine that what we're about to do here is actually what you will be doing at your end. It's only a demonstration just to give you an idea after all. Now, first off, I'll show you what you've done wrong with your swap partition. Let's bring up gparted. No, in fact, what I'm going to do, rather than use the main one, I'll use a small SSD. No, scratch that, I can't do that. Alright, let's go back to where we were. Right, let's have a look. All drives. Okay. I can play around with the big external drive, there's loads of space on that. Right, let's have a look. Okay, let's no, that's alright, that's not switched on, so I can play around with this. Now, you got yours down as ext3 and you just labelled it Linux swap. You see, what you got to do, you've actually got to set it so that the system sees it as Linux swap, okay? And all you need to do for this, if you right click on it down here, you may see that yours says swap off there. That's because, no, actually you won't, because yours isn't a swap partition, so no, that's okay. Right, all you'll need to do, format to, right, and then go down here to where it says Linux swap. You see that's got a brown outline. ext3 up here has got a blue outline. Yours here will be showing as blue, and you want it to go brown. So format to Linux swap. Okay, you'll get your little window come up at the bottom, telling you what the operation is you've selected. We'll just go up here to the green tick and apply. Are you sure you want to apply? Blah blah blah. Yeah, nothing to lose there, so we'll just apply it. And all it's doing is reformatting this to what you want, which is the Linux swap format. I'll close it. Wait for it to settle down. Let it do its searching backwards and forwards here. And what you should see is that your tail end partition here has changed from a blue ext3 outline to a brown Linux swap outline. Having done that, you see, your system will then see it as a swap area. The way you'd got yours done, there wasn't anything for it to use as a swap area, and this is where this pupswap swp file came in. Puppy created that as an emergency because it couldn't find anything. Alright, you with me? Anyway, hopefully that's shown you how to do that. So we'll close that out of the way. Now, As far as getting Xenial on the right partition goes, on my external drive I've set up that approximation I showed you of what I think your drive should look like, what your Xenial folder should look like, the contents of it, which is this one here. Okay. What you need to do, you need to open up SDA3. Okay. I'm just going to use one of my other partitions simply to show you how this process works. You need to imagine that it's SDA3 you're opening. You should only have a lost and found directory showing, and a load of empty space. Right, okay, so Xenial SDA2, we'll leave that open. I shall use one of my big data partitions, this one here. Now, I'm just going to show you what you need to do. Now, imagine this is SDA3 on your system, right? What I want you to do is to right click on an empty area, okay, down to new and click directory. What we're going to do is create a subdirectory, because Puppy searches two layers if you like deep to find a kernel to boot. So it will not only look inside the main partition, it'll also look inside directories inside that partition. Alright. Now, what you want to do is you want to call this new directory on SDA3, right? We'll call it Xenial, do an underscore 7.5. Mustn't leave spaces in this or else it won't boot properly. Alright, just click on create. And where are we? Ah, yeah, here we are. What you should have is a directory showing looking like this. Okay? So we'll open that up. This is going to be Xenial's main directory from now on. Having left the window for the other one open, like this, open up your Xenial folder on Xenial directory on SDA2. You should have all this lot showing. Alright. What you want to do, you want to copy the contents of this over to here. So, we'll just do a highlight of all the items, and watch this bit closely. I don't know if you've done this yet. You may have done, you may not have done. Left click and hold, drag it across, keep your finger on the button. Now let go of your left click button. You'll get a small window with 4 options: copy, move, link relative, link absolute. What you want is the copy option. You're actually moving, but we'll use copy for now because it gives you an option. It gives you the choice. It gives you the option to make sure that what you've copied across is the same as what was on the original, what was in the original directory. Okay. So hit copy. Just wait for this to finish. It won't take long. Yeah, you see it's done already. We'll just reopen that just to bring it up, showing everything there. Click the highlight off here. Just check to make sure that everything there is the same as everything here, right? Which it should be. It may take you a little bit longer to copy across. I don't know what you've got in your save file yet, but once that lot has gone to there, you can then delete the Xenial folder on your SDA2. Imagine this is SDA2, right? And this here, which I've labelled Xenial SDA2, this is your Xenial directory on SDA2. So you can right click and you can delete that because we don't want it on there. So just delete and select quiet, and you see that's now gone. In fact, you can delete all those puppy items on SDA2 because you don't want none of them on there, right? So having done that, you've now got this Xenial /7.5 directory on SDA3. Remember, we imagine this is SDA3. I'm just doing this as a demo, don't forget. So you can then shut that off, and what you will need to do is to rerun the Grub4DOS bootloader. Okay. Menu, system. I'm not sure if it's system or setup on yours, but it's system here. We'll bring it up. Make sure you select your main drive. It'll probably be SDA. Yes, it is SDA. Yeah. And make certain to click search within only this device up here, because you just want to search the main drive. You don't want it listing your thumb drive, right? Because you don't want that on the menu. You just want the items that are on the main hard drive. Okay, so you'll then go through the setup. I'll just show you. I mean, you've done this once before. It'll search. I've got a lot of partitions and a lot of puppies, so it's going to have a big list here. Alright. So it takes a little bit longer to search mine. In fact, it is going quite slow because I'm recording this, so I've got simple screen recording going, and that's using quite a bit of CPU up. Okay, you see there's my big list, but what you're doing, you're having to rewrite this because you've moved Xenial from one partition to another, so you've got to reset the bootloader. And then, I mean, you'll only have the one item there and Windows showing here. Okay, that confirmation, press OK to install. I'm not going to do that because that'll mess mine up, but just go through that, and that should then reset the bootloader for the new location for Xenial on SDA3. If you reboot, remove your thumb drive, reboot onto the main hard drive and select Xenial, you should find that it's booting off SDA3. Okay, hopefully that's shown you what you need to know. Right, I'll get this uploaded for you and give you a link so you can have a look later on. Remember, just a demo, but it should give you some idea. Okay.